What is up, everyone? I am back from my hiatus. Not really. We got new Drytron cards, so I'm making a video. It's been a couple months. I will not address that. I just have not been feeling TCG. That's about all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, new Drytron, bro. This guy's really good. Let's go ahead and go over these cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a combo that I came up with. That's just like a one-card combo. Anyways, so we got Drytron Nu II. He's really cool. He's got the general, like, light machine, can't be normal summoner set, Drytron effect. Something that's a little bit different about him, though, is that instead of having the normal Drytron clause where it's like must be special summoned by a Drytron card effect, it's just by any card effect, which is actually really cool because that means you can use stuff like 1-for-1 on him. So you could like 1-for-1 pitch like Alpha and summon this, bro. It's pretty cool. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. That's fine. You can only ritual summon machines if you use either of his effects, which is also fine. Basically, it just means you can't like summon like Ben 10 and do like Beatrice shenanigans. You're basically just like locked in and doing Drytron stuff, which is fine because the power that this guy gives you is pretty good, I will admit. So I think that even in decks where you're going to like focus on summoning Ben 10, like in those scenarios, I think you're still going to probably play one of this guy just because of how much power he gives you. If there's a Drytron card on the field, you can summon him from your hand or graveyard, which is actually insane. They actually fixed the little stupid thing that the Ursarctic one, the level 7 did. Like, why could we not just summon that guy from the graveyard? Like, let's be honest, that would have been insane. And if he's special summon, you can add any Drytron monster from your deck to your hand except himself, which is totally fine. Then we have the new Drytron DAD, which is awesome. That's literally his name. Pretty cool. 5,000, which is kind of awkward because you have to use 3 Drytrons to like make him. But there are really cool scenarios where you can like reduce a dude and then you can still use the 3. It's like fine, but I think it's good. It's good enough. Other Drytron monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And then up to twice per turn, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish Drytrons from your grave, whose total attack equal or exceed that monster's original attack, and negate the activation and destroy it. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like an upgraded Appaloosa that gives your dudes like destruction protection, although it doesn't protect himself, which kind of sucks, but he does make up for it in the third effect, which if he's destroyed by your opponent by battle or card effect, you can summon a ritual monster with 4,000 attack from your hand or deck. The only like issue I really see with this is that it doesn't actually give your like level 12 Drytron dudes their effects because they have to be summoned, ritual summoned by using monsters that are like level 2 or lower, if I remember correctly. And if they're not being ritual summon, I don't think they get their secondary effect. I could be wrong on that because it is treated as a ritual summon. So like maybe it just counts as being like level 0, but I don't see that being the case. I don't see them getting their effects. I could be wrong on that though. Actually, I don't really know. Then we have the trap card, which is actually like the only good Drytron trap card to ever exist ever. If a Drytron card becomes banished, you can tribute a Drytron and then target 2 of your banished Drytron cards and add them to your hand. It's any Drytron cards, which could be really cool because you could actually like recycle Meteoaurora finally, like any of your spells, which is actually like pretty decent. So like if your opponent is like playing DD Crow, you can actually like get it back, which is actually a pretty cool little effect. You can reveal a Meteoaurora Drytron in your hand to ritual summon a machine from your hand or grave. So it's literally just like Meteoaurora as a quick effect, which is insane. You also get like 3 rituals per turn with this card. So I think that this is actually worth playing just because it gives you like a lot of advantage back, which is pretty cool. So there's actually like a reason to play like like a beta now, kind of, because like your Drytrons are like more focused around being banished and stuff like that. So I think that there's a lot more applications for like actually wanting to banish your Drytron dudes. What's actually pretty cool is you could put back your Fafnir, your Mu Beta Fafnir with this, because you can target any of your banished Drytron cards and put them back in your hand. So like you could like banish Mu Beta, because like there's some games, like long games, like grind games, where you need the Mu Beta back, and so like having that as like an option could be really cool, especially because like you get like multiple negates off of it, especially in the grind game. It could be really cool. So I think that there is like a decent option for Drytron to turn into like more of a grindy deck, especially with this 1-card combo I'm going to show you. So I've pulled over a dueling book right here. We got Drytron Fafnir, which is like kind of the main combo in this. You can still do this with Nova, but like Fafnir I think is objectively better now. Obviously, this does lose to Droll. What one card combo doesn't, right? All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. We got Fafnir. We're going to go ahead and add a Nova. Then we're going to go Nova. We're going to special our Nu II. Our Nu II's effect is going to go ahead and activate. We're going to add Alpha. We're going to go Alpha effect, tribute the Nu II. We're going to search for a Ben 10. So the Cyber Angels kind of now act as just like an advantage generating thing. I think that Ben 10 might even get like, you might even just like play like 1 or maybe 2 now. I don't think it's going to be that crazy. I don't think you can need to play 3 anymore. Honestly, you might even want to drop them entirely. But for this combo, I have it just because there's like one kind of thing that you need to do with it. Nu II's effect, since you have a Drytron card on the field being Fafnir and Alpha, you can summon it back from the grave. We can go ahead and overlay it for a Fafnir. That way he won't get banished when he leaves the field. We got Zeta, which can tribute this Ben 10, and then we can add a Meteoaurora, Drytron, and we can also add a Diviner. We can normal this Diviner, we can send an Arclight, and we can search for the new guy. Next, we can activate it. We can just tribute the whole Fafnir. That's going to be a 6,000 attack because it's like both materials plus himself, so that's 6,000, which means that we can just summon him. And then we have a Synchro 7 we can just make here. We can kind of just do whatever we want. We can also make like an SP. You can do like a couple different things if you want. I just have opted to go for a Dragster just to have like a spell negate, spell trap negate. I think it's like decent enough. What's really cool is he is machine. He gains attack equal to his level, which kind of sucks because like as soon as you negate, he reduces his level, right? And so he's gonna go drop to 18, so it's gonna be a little hard to like ritual summon him with him. But it is like an option, which is kind of cool. Something else you can make that I have opted to like show you guys is you can actually make Ancient Fairy Dragon if you want, and you can get rid of the Fafnir and search a Fafnir for follow-up, which is pretty cool. It's like an option you can do just so like next turn you have like a really good way to kill, but I think that it's probably just better to go for the negate, so I think that it's just better to do this. You also have the Nu II set up in the graveyard, which means that you have the Fafnir on the field, so even if your opponent clears your entire monsters, like all your monsters on the field, you just want to keep the Nu II in the graveyard, and then you can just like bring him back and do it again. You effectively have 2 monster negates as long as they're under 2,000 attack, because you can banish like the Fafnir and the Zeta, and then you have the Alpha plus the Nu II as like follow-up, which is actually pretty cool. So that's really about it as far as the combo goes. I think the Diviner is like okay as like a one of. You might want to just play like 1 Ben 10, 1 Diviner, maybe 2 Ben 10, maybe a Natasha. I don't know. I don't know how this deck's going to really work in the future. I think that this is really cool, and it's a cool little 1-card combo that's like continuously puts pressure on if your opponent doesn't answer the Fafnir and the Alpha Draconid's dad or whatever his name is. So I think that's really cool. Something I was also thinking about is like playing like the fusion, but I'll probably get into that later. If you guys want to see that, maybe I'll do another updated combo with that. But yeah, I think that this might turn into like an engine type of a deck. Maybe we could see playing like runic Drytron now, effectively, because before it really sucked playing like runic Drytron, but like now, hey, if there's a 1-card combo that like gets you to all of this, and then you can like runic stuff to like draw more cards, hey, maybe runic is like playable with this deck now. I don't know. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for coming back, even though I've been gone for a couple months. I appreciate you guys, as always. I will see you later. Hopefully soon. We'll see. Goodbye.